we're not used to seeing offense out of Pittsburgh. They've always been a
defensive team. Yeah. But now we have Antonio Brown, we have Bell, we have Martavius Bryant, and then we'll put then we have some good slot. We just picked up Sammy Coates. I think he'll be a good slot receiver. So I think we're going to be strong on offense. The defense can just play. If they can be, top 15 in the league, I think we'll be okay.
Well, I like your division, too. I mean, I think Cincinnati will take a step back.
Yeah, Cincinnati's
you got
there.
Cleveland, so there's 2 victories right there.
Yeah, but then Cleveland plays us strong, though. But Baltimore is still Baltimore. You know, I think they're going to be better than they were last year, and
you just don't know what you're going to get with Joe Flacco.
Yeah, I know. I know. I've never been a fan.
It's up and down every week. You pick him in fantasy. It's
the same with Dalton. Dalton starts off, and then he gets in the playoffs and doesn't do a damn thing.
Think Ray Rice will be coming back soon?
He's going to go to your team, right?
Here right now, what I'm thinking is Darren McFadden is hurt already. I mean,
which he always is.
We're not even in pads yet, and he's already hurt. I told you this guy was made out of glass. All right, I said that before they even signed him. Don't sign Darren McFadden. This guy's always hurt.
Well, you have an offensive line. I think anybody can run behind that line. To be honest, it's like back in the days with Emmitt Smith. I bet you can.
Bet you could with this
I bet you can. It's back in the 90s when they had Emmitt Smith. They had the best offensive line in the league.
Yep. Basically, you're going to get 5 yards every time just by walking. So they're going to go with, right now. It looks like John Randall and Lance Dunbar are going to be your number 1 and 2 backs right now for Dallas. But I don't think that's going to. No. By week 1, something's going to happen.
Yeah,
either they sign a free agent, they trade her, they bring in a Ray Rice. And I think Ray Rice...
give him another chance. He's done everything he's supposed to do.
Everybody deserves a second chance in this league. If you're going to bring Michael Vick back, I mean, you got to bring Ray Rice back.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that have messed up and, and have got another chance. I don't know why this guy hasn't. Yeah. It's the video. If there's video, you're in trouble. Like the guy from Florida State, there was video.
Yeah. And I heard Greg Hardy did 10 times worse than what Ray Rice did.
Have you read the report?
I read
it's
the report.
Scary.
It is. He choked her.
And he kidnapped her, choked her.
Yeah.
I mean, and... He got his suspension reduced from 10 to 4?
Yeah.
What is going on right now? I don't understand what's going on in the NFL, and I don't understand what Goodell's trying to prove.
Honestly, I think it's a conspiracy. It's a league conspiracy against the Patriots. That's what it is.
I don't know. I wouldn't even go conspiracy. They win.
Well, look, the Ravens and the Colts went to the league office before that game and said, watch these footballs. Or something. And, this was 2 days before the actual game, so they knew something was fishy.
And they just kind of let them go with it, Well, I mean...
Didn't they get busted for some other...
cheating, Spygate. And one of those was against the Steelers in the AFC Championship game. I won't let that one down, ever. They beat us in 2 AFC Championship games to win a Super Bowl. So
because they knew they knew your signals.
Yeah, I mean, that helps. We did have Cordell Stewart one of those years, so that didn't help. But
like I said, you got to cheat to win.
Right. That's the Raiders' motto. It used to be back in the 70s.
They've never won.
Yep.
So with Brady labeled a cheater, does that take away any kind of Hall of Fame?
Nah.
bids?
No.
Come on.
No.
Shoeless Joe, baseball, cheated.
But the Raiders' motto used to be, win if you can, lose if you must, but always, always cheat.
Brady, as much as it hurts me to say, he's going to go down as one of the best. He will. It's going to hurt his legacy a little bit, but it's not going to keep him out of the Hall of Fame.
And he's so pretty.
Exactly. That's why I was like, he should just go do movies.
But I will say this: if Brady didn't have an offensive line, he would not be this. If you put Tom Brady behind Ben Roethlisberger's offensive line 5 years ago, wouldn't be that. He'd be out of the league already.
Yeah, bad knees, bad back. He would have taken a beating.
Yeah. And he needs a good offensive line. He's not that mobile. If you touch him, he falls down.
What was that, Josh?
I think he needs a good beating.
I think Giselle will probably take care of that. That's why he destroyed his phone. He didn't want to see those pictures of him texting. Who knows?
That's what I was thinking.
He might have been Brett Favre for all we know. Sending pictures of his junk.
Oh yeah,
we don't know.
You know what? That's his business, though. I don't. I don't want to get into their lives. Why do we have to do that? They should have 2 games. Fine, you're done.
Oh, I think Hippo nailed it on the head. He said, Brady's going to appeal. He's going to play the whole season out. They'll win the Super Bowl, then he'll retire.
They won't win the Super Bowl this year. No, they won't. Blunt's not even in condition to play right now. No. He's on the PUP list. They're not going to have a running back. They lost 2 of their staples on defense. I think this is not their year. I think the Bills actually have a good chance in that division. I do. If they get a quarterback, they're not a bad team.
I said the Dolphins. Not the Bills. I like the Bills' defense. Oh, I just don't know.
And with Rex Ryan can coach him up. He can. Yeah. I don't like the guy, but he can coach him up.
Broncos, baby.
Yes.
I thought you were a Minnesota fan.
Right? Oh, but I live in Denver. Okay. It's much easier to go for them.
Fair weather fan. That's okay.
Yeah, I just like the name of the stadium, Mile High. Right? Perfect.
That's a coincidence, huh?
Yeah, right.
I think the Broncos should just bench Peyton for the first 5 games and then let him play the end of the season. He's going to be tired at the end of the season. He's getting a little old.
He's too old.
Yeah.
Every time you tackle him, that's like tackling an antique armoire or something. Be gentle with that thing. Man.
No doubt. He's getting up there. Yeah, but this will probably be the last hurrah for the Broncos, too. So.
Oh, yeah.
Well, how did you feel about... Well, you lived in Denver with the whole Tim Tebow mania up there. That must have been crazy.
Yeah, I knew it was a crock from the beginning. I didn't, that guy's horrible.
Right? He won a playoff game for
He
you.
should have been a run. He should have let him be a running back. They should put him as a running back. I mean, he's an amazing runner.
I've never seen him run, honestly.
Come on.
That's what he did
Since
from the
college.
quarterback.
Since college.
I think he'd be a great tight end, to be honest.
That's what I thought, too. Or an
He's got
H-back.
that big, goofly, gangly run. Oh, I'm running for my life. Running for Jesus.
Running for Jesus. Yeah.
You're going to get some emails, I'm sure.
They're calling now.
Come see him tonight at Vasani's.
Right.
Yeah.
Still some tickets left.
I think we just lost a few, so, it'll be a little open.
Man, come talk to me in my face. I love it. Happy to discuss your beliefs.
Nice. And the grandpa's platter's on the menu tonight, too.
Yeah, it's a great plate. It's easiest for us to do. As you see, the menu is a little smaller. We do that because the kitchen gets killed. So we need a little easier menu for the kitchen to push out tonight. So we made a little smaller pasta night menu. And the grandpa's platter is great. And it's one of those plates that doesn't take too long to make,
Nice.
which is good.
Well, I always get my Christmas order of 100 meatballs every year, too.
Really?
I do.
Nice.
Yeah, I have my Christmas party, and I have Vasani's meatballs.
That's
Mark
what we
hates
like.
me every year. I was like, I'm going to put in my order now.
Yeah, it is our busiest time of the year. But you know what? I'll take whatever I can get.
It's like 100? I was like, yeah. With extra mozzarella
You
cheese.
just eat them by yourself, man?
Sometimes. They're good, man. They're real good. Anyway, let's see. We talked about Tim Tebow. Let's over that. What else is going on? David?
Ohio State.
Oh, let's talk about Ohio State when we come back from our break. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk about that. It's the Larry Timko Show at 1070 NBC Sports. Tampa Bay Rays are back in action tonight in Boston. First pitch at 7:10, pregame at 6:30. Of course, we'll have that game live right here. And trade deadline is just a couple hours away, and I'm hearing Nate Carnes could be on the move from the Rays. I don't know to who yet. I'm also hearing Jake McGee could be gone. I'm also hearing Brad Boxberger is probably on the way out, and Kelly Jepsen, too. So it looks like they're blowing up the bullpen.
Why?
I
The best
don't
bullpen in
know.
the league. They're only a couple games out of the wild card.
Okay.
They're not out of it.
Let's look at this here. Okay, the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays are separated by one game.
Yeah.
The Blue Jays go out and get Troy Tulowitzki and David Price.
Yeah. Now,
all in.
yeah. I think after the Rays saw that, they're like, okay, we're done.
Yeah.
I know they can't afford it right now, but man, you're right there. You're right there, and you're trying to build a franchise. I know it's not the best stadium in the world and all that, but you're still trying to build a franchise and get those young fans, and that's how you build, get people to your park.
Do you think the stadium has a lot to do with it?
It's terrible. I'm sorry. I know you need some kind of cover. It's Florida. It rains all the time, but I grew up going to, Yankee Stadium, PNC Park. I've been to Dodger Stadium, Angel Stadium, and they're beautiful. It's like you go to Tampa, you walk in, it just does not feel like a baseball game to me. I don't know about other people.
What's amazing to me is nobody goes to the games, nobody shows up, but the ratings are through the charts.
Yeah, on TV.
TV ratings, the radio
great.
ratings, radio listenership is up 30% among 51% up among women.
Aren't they like the top 5 in the league and on ratings wise? I think they are. It's because but it's a big metropolis. You got Port Charlotte, you got Sarasota, you have Orlando, you have Fort Myers. So you have all these people that are too far away, but they're still watching the games.
But like when me and my family go to the game, we double the attendance. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's messed up. I don't know. The Rays need to do something, but I think it starts with the stadium, and hopefully that happens. They'll implode Tropicana Field.
Well, they're trying to revamp that whole area.
Well, they're no.
Oh, sorry.
Well, it's in St. Pete. They're trying to move the stadium to Tampa.
Well, they're
but
trying
the mayor
to.
doesn't want.
Yeah, well, that's the St. Pete mayor, but I heard they're trying to. That whole Tampa area, what is it, where the Hooters is and stuff downtown
Oh,
Tampa?
like Channel Side?
Channel Side. They are The owner of the Lightning is putting a lot of money into that, and they're revamping the whole area. And I guess Bill Gates is part
church.
of it, too.
Hey, we'll have Matt Salmon of the Lightning in tomorrow, by the way, so I'll talk to him.
Yeah, if you want me to come in, I'll beat him up for you.
Check him.
Elbows,
Couple
man.
of elbows.
Couple of elbows. Okay, real quickly again, Josh Blue is performing tonight and tomorrow night at Vasani's Comedy Dinner Theater. Tickets, there's still some available for tonight. Very little for tomorrow. 941-629-9191. Make your reservations right now. And homemade sangria. That's new.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Kelly's thing. She makes that. She makes the best sangria. She makes it 3-4 times a week. She likes to marinate the fruit and the alcohol and get it all nice fresh fruit in there. It's good, and it's a good price too. $6.95 for a homemade sangria with fresh fruit. You can't beat that.
Now, Josh, you brought some edibles from Colorado, right?
No, just smokables.
Okay, so we don't have no special jelly beans or gummy bears to share?
I don't. Sorry, man. I ate them all on the way here.
Next time you come back.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
I hear they got some really good food out in Colorado.
Yeah, man. It's awesome.
That's awesome. That's
what I remember.
While we're on the subject of that, didn't something go down in Ohio?
Oh, yeah. Ohio State suspended a bunch of players. Well, not a bunch, 4 of them. But Bosa was a projected top 5 pick in the NFL.
He led the Big Ten last year in sacks and tackles.
Well, they get...
He got suspended for academics and marijuana. So apparently he was rolling...
Well, those go hand in hand.
Yeah, he's rolling joints out of his textbook, I guess. I don't know.
Did you see the quote by Urban Meyer?
No.
I kind of knew about this for a little bit. Hello.
Yeah.
I kind of knew my wife was cheating on me, but, I let it slide.
Well, it's just always amazing when it's a story. I mean, it'd be more of a story if these people weren't doing that, right?
Yeah, right. No doubt. I mean, you're in college. You're going to have a little bit of fun anyway. So I guarantee you 95% of collegiate
These guys
athletes
go out there and get bruised up. I mean, come on, it's medicinal.
Mm-hmm. No? They're underage drinking. I'm sure there's a lot of that going on in the college
God
ranks,
forbid.
too. I know, right? Especially in Colorado.
Or anywhere, really, man.
Florida State, it happens. It's just, it happens. It's just a 1-game suspension. But the funny part is they're playing Virginia Tech the first game of the year, and that was who they lost to last year was Virginia Tech. So, a little revenge, not going to happen. And that's another thing, too, is Braxton Miller, who was the quarterback for Ohio State, suspended last year. Instead of transferring like another Notre Dame quarterback did, he decided, you know what, I'm going to stay at Ohio State. I'm just going to reinvent myself as a wide receiver and a running back. And we thought, okay, he's never going to see a down to play. And it turns out he's going to be starting in week 1 now because, you lost your 2 top running backs. So Braxton Miller gets to reinvent himself, and we get to see it right off the bat. So that should be interesting to see. Yeah. What else is going on? Anything else?
No, I just want to thank Josh for coming in. It was amazing to have him out here on the air. My wife, Melissa, big fan of yours.
Oh, well, not after this, I'm sure.
Well, while we're talking sports, Josh is sexting over here.
Well, you're talking about baseball, man. That's what happened.
All right, so how many girls do you got lined up now for tonight? It was 3 at the beginning of the show.
After the interview, I lost 2, but... I worked my way back up there.
No doubt. Well, okay, with some cheerleaders, man.
Yeah, right.
Be okay.
Man, this Make-A-Wish is getting better and better.
No doubt. No doubt. So definitely check out Josh Blue's website, too, because you got some awesome DVDs and video up there for sale. And we got to help. He's got to pay child support now and alimony. Man. So we got to help the guy out.
They make me cry, man. No, yeah, come see the show, man. There's nothing better than a live show. I love making people laugh. And also, if you want to check me out on Facebook, it's Josh Blue Comedy. I'm almost up to 1 million followers now.
Nice. And you're still selling gear, too, right?
Yeah, I sell handicap placards for your car.
Mine's actually hanging in the other studio.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I figure I'm disabled. I could just make them.
Right. I almost tried to use it, but I was like, I better not.
No, please, I encourage that.
I bet you do.
Let me hear the stories.
Charlotte County Police encourages that too.
Yeah.
They need the money.
Hey-oh.
Right. Well, Josh, thank you so much for coming down. We appreciate it. Again, for tickets, just call 941-629-9191. Who you got coming in next week, Eric?
Next week's Grandma Lee.
Oh, Grandma Lee.
Yeah.
Okay.
That should be a great show. Yeah. I haven't seen her yet, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. I really am.
You come in by yourself next Friday.
Yeah, I don't think Grandma Lee's going to be coming in and talking sports, but I'll be here. And then
she does. She talks about the 1936 Olympics.
Oh,
she
nice.
saw Jesse Owens.
Really? I don't know what she did to Jesse Owens. You don't want to know.